my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Hello, everybody. How is it going?
Wow. Hello, folks. Alrighty. So, yeah. That's what I thought of tonight's episode. I think...
I still think Ray should have beat Brock. That was messed up to rewatch.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know, man.
That's
Yeah.
right. I went old school.
Yeah. I think Ray should have won that match too, but, you know. Okay. Whatevs. Had to keep the title on Brock for whatever reason. So, overall, tonight's show was okay at best. It wasn't, like, terrible.
I went outside today, James.
But it wasn't really that good. I think...
Yes, Mysterio is overrated, no doubt about it.
I think the Taker and AJ thing, well, the Taker promo, I think that was good. I thought all the promos tonight were actually, like, the best part of the show, you know? It was a good promo show tonight.
I can think we'd all agree promos work beautifully on the empty arena crowd.
I mean, yes, we can. I think the promos tonight were really good.
How was Raw? It was okay.
The matches were like, oh, whatever, you know, for me. I think they're the one promo that...
Don't ever do that again, Elijah. You start coughing, you're banned.
See, I coughed in the kitchen, and I was sitting at the end of the table, and Mom was sitting on the other end, and she goes, "Keep your coronavirus over there."
Scott, this is why we're gonna have.
And I was like, "Dude, I just coughed. I was
this whole social distancing thing and this whole idea behind this is gonna have to continue to go on for a while. I think that here's what I think has to happen: someone really famous or important has to die from this to get people to understand what this is.
Which is sad and unfortunate.
Because everybody just looks at it like, oh, it's just another life, no big deal. But if you have some famous movie star or some
coughing is now filling. I better not cough outside of the house. I might be in trouble. Can't choke on spit, you know.
Athlete or something like that, you know, that dies from this, then people will start to take notice and maybe take it serious.
Which is sad that has to, you know, like, happen.
Yeah, well, rich people are likely to unliable. There are some rich people that have died from it.
I mean, even then, though, like...
He doesn't need to just test positive. He needs to be put in the hospital for it.
Yeah, I mean, even then...
Yes, Joe Diffie died from it yesterday. Carl Anthony Towns' mom has it. And last I'd seen, she was in the hospital. So, you know, it's even though, you know, we sit here, there was a state representative from Michigan that just died from it.
There was some news reporter that did too. Some news anchor.
There was a news person from CBS that died from it just recently. Mm-hmm. Like yesterday? Today?
Something like that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Raw was like... So...
Hello, UTKU5420. Thanks for the follow.
Rich people under 70 are higher and likely to die from it. Not saying it's impossible, just unlikely. Trump's being dumb with it. I just coughed and sneezed, so I'm going to jail.
I think the big thing is you have to you know, coughing and sneezing isn't a problem. It's the people that like do it on purpose. Yes, she is my daughter.
Yes.
That's why are they advertising matches that ain't gonna happen, like the Reigns versus Goldberg?
Yeah,
good question.
Get to that.
Very good question.
Just hold on.
Good question.
So we have an AJ Taker video to start off Raw. It's good. It's cool. Neat. We then get this epic Taker promo. This was one of the Undertaker's...
I agree with you, John. I hope it was more important than doing anything else.
This is one of the Undertaker's best promos I've seen in a long time. Probably one of his only promos I've seen in a long time because he doesn't cut promos very often. He says, "For such a small man, you have a really big mouth. Your ass is writing checks you can't afford to cash. There are some things you have said that are very true, like the fact that if this was 15 years ago, you might not have tried to come after me. You're a smart man for this because you wouldn't have lasted. You wouldn't have. Your foolish pride is getting the better of you, but you crossed the line when you mentioned her, my wife, Michelle McCool. You're going to pay the ultimate price in the boneyard. And, hey, this was your choice, man. You dug your grave. Try me. I'll make you famous. Ultimately, this will end up with you resting in peace." And then they show a graphic on the screen. This is AJ Styles. Or maybe it said his real name. I don't know. AJ Styles and then maybe his real name or something like that. Because they were using their real names in this. And, you know, 19 whatever to 2020. And I thought it was epic because I'm so excited for this match. This is one match on the WrestleMania card that I'm actually, like, thoroughly excited for, that I really can't wait to see how it plays out, because they have this boneyard match, which I'm intrigued, because if it's like, I love buried alive matches, and I also love the graveyard match, you know, and stuff like that. And so,
Wait.
like, I'm so thoroughly excited for this to happen because I think it's gonna be really fun.
I don't like the American Badass Undertaker.
I do.
prefer
I think
the
he's
old
got a good
school
theme, and if he comes out
Undertaker.
with that theme at WrestleMania, I might just die. Cause it's a good theme.
And maybe it's just because I'm old.
I mean, I like the old school Undertaker too, but I like the American Badass one also. I think like Taker's just been cool. Like the only one that I didn't like was like the Ministry of Darkness one with like the weird. Oh, we have Stephanie McMahon on, you know, a cross or whatever, and like we're taking her.
Aleister Black versus Lashley will be epic, you know it.
Yeah,
They built the match up well.
I'll get to that. But I think that was the only Taker that I was just like
I
questionable
prefer
and
the
didn't
old
like.
Taker. Just
I liked
bring
Taker
him back
throughout his
to,
whole career, like I said, except for the Dark Ministry stuff. I just wasn't a fan
Plus,
of that.
if you have the 35-minute entrance, it's fewer matches you have to have. Am I wrong?
I mean, no, if his, you know, I mean, whatever. But I think this was an epic promo. I think it was done really well. It gives The Undertaker a reason as to why he's coming back. He's coming back to kind of defend his wife's honor, so to speak, you know, that type of a thing. So it makes it all make sense because Taker could have just been like, sorry, you want to challenge me to a match? I'm not taking the bait.
Maybe that's why this is a boneyard match and not a, like, buried alive match, because they're going to use the non-real Undertaker.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes. Crazy observing stuff. Crazy.
Yeah, man. AJ Styles' tombstone at the end was nice to see. It was. I think it was a nice added touch. And I think it's going to be really cool. Like I said, I'm thoroughly excited for this match, and I think it's going to be a really, really fun one. And I'm excited. And that doesn't happen very often.
Yes, I think this will be a good match.
I'm going to sneeze.
I'm leaving the room. She caught the virus.
I think I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. It
Or
felt like
she's
I was going to
allergic to
sneeze.
me,
So.
one of the two.
So we then get Becky Lynch. She's speaking English words.
She's speaking English.
She shows up
In an Irish accent.
in her. Stop. She shows up in her cool semi, you know, and
It was
it's
the same video
so-
from last week.
no, it wasn't.
I'm kidding.
It was different. She showed up in a different one.
I know. I just want to make it sound cool.
It's a really cool truck though. Whoever worked on it and did it is like really talented to paint, you know, the truck that way. It was like really cool. So
Yes, they need a mid-card. I figured they would get one once they kind of got established a little bit.
So I love her whole truck thing. It would have been really cool to see her do her entrance at WrestleMania with that because I'm assuming that's what it was for.
Yeah.
Was for her WrestleMania entrance.
She was going to drive down the ramp.
Which would have been so cool though.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, is there a match card yet for Mania? Yes, we're going to get to that at the end of Raw. So, you know, I think it's cool. She then comes out, she says, last year I fought for 2 championships in the main event of WrestleMania. Let's go ahead and take a look back at that. So then we get...
Look at that. Observing Stats think it will be Goldberg versus Triple H. Unless they said it will be Goldberg versus Triple H. Not sure what he's saying there.
So we then play the WrestleMania 35 main event.
That's right, James. She's not losing in an empty arena. There will be cameramen there, so it will not be empty,
James,
so she will lose.
I will tell you why she's losing in just a minute. So we get the WrestleMania 35 main event from last year, Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte. Man, it's really hard to rewatch this match because the crowd just sat on their hands the entire time. They were dead tired. And at that point in the night,
I didn't see that.
they just didn't care. Like, they went on at midnight.
I don't English well sometimes.
They went on at midnight, and so, like, that's what sucked about the whole thing, because they would have gotten a better reception and a better reaction if, like, it had been earlier in the show.
The match was underwhelming. Yes, it was.
I mean, I agree. The match wasn't great, but I think it does not help that the crowd sat on their hands the entire time, and it's hard to rewatch it because it's, like, not such a great match, and the crowd was, like, silent. So it was really hard to rewatch. So, yeah, that was that. Are you guys doing a watch-along or review for the new episode of Dark Side of the Ring tomorrow? We are going to talk about it on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it Wednesday.
Yes.
Because I don't know how much. We'll see how much they do with, like. I'm sure AEW might be good.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
About NXT?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it on Wednesday. I was making a prediction, but if they confirmed it, then it's no longer a prediction. I don't English well sometimes. So, we then go back to Becky. She says, since this match happened, a lot of people have come after me for this title here. I'll admit, I don't know who I am without this belt. Since I've had it, I don't know who I am without it. Everyone has their demons, and yours, Shayna, is maybe, just maybe, you know, you want to do what, you know, what Ronda couldn't. And you're hoping you win, but...
No, Ronda's not coming back.
If you lose, you're just going to fall right back into being the shadow of Ronda Rousey. And that's what you're worried about. So...
Elijah, that might not have been a bad match.
Shayna then comes out and chokes out Becky. So, that was that. Okay, question. Okay, actually I have two. Well, one's not a question. But I have two things to say. One, based on what they did here and the fact that we went back to the WrestleMania 35 main event.
I was excited about that.
And we went to the... We talked about Ronda in this entire promo. And the fact that Shayna... Becky thinks that Shayna's scared that if she doesn't beat her, she's just going to fall right back into the shadow of Ronda Rousey like she always has. I think there could be a good possibility we see some type of a Ronda Rousey situation at WrestleMania. Now, whether that be she shows up to, like, support Shayna, or if she, like, attacks Shayna after she wins, I don't know. But I definitely think there's a possibility with as much as they mentioned her in this, and the fact that we played back to WrestleMania 35.
Yeah.
And the main event. Just saying. I think there's a strong possibility. Second thing. Okay, history. Take a look at history here. Every time before Becky lost her title, she was beat down. Before she lost her title to Alexa Bliss, she was put through a table. Before she lost her title
that might be good, Elijah.
to Asuka, she was beaten with a ladder. I'm telling you, folks, before she loses her title to Shayna this weekend, she was just choked out. She is losing her title this weekend.
Yep.
I will not be shocked if she loses her title, because I am almost 99.9% positive that she is not walking out Raw Women's Champion. If she does, I will be shocked.
Shocked.
But I don't foresee her. I don't think that's happening.
No.
Sorry, James. But if you just take a look at things, that's the way it has been every single time Becky's gone into a
I booked better than Raw.
championship defense. Like I said, against Alexa Bliss, when she was the first SmackDown Live Women's Champion, she was put through a table before their match at TLC. And she got beat.
Yep.
At Asuka, later that, the next year, or whatever, last year, she was beaten with a ladder.
Yep.
And she lost her title.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be the same thing this time. Where she was beat down before her big title match, and she's going to lose it.
Yeah, she's losing it. No doubt about it. Becky didn't really get choked out. She got choked and then beat up.
Well, that's, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She was beat down. And
Kevin Owens pinned Angel Garza. Why? Because I don't think he had a lot of options there.
So, yeah, that's what's happening.
Alina's not singing tonight.
Just
That's
saying.
been improved.
Just saying, folks, that's what's happening.
We both know Becky Lynch. So that's what I was taking time off. Yes, they're both taking time off. They might not need to worry about missing any wrestling because with this quarantine stuff going on, it may not make a difference.
Shayna has to win this. Also, I want some character change for Becky after the loss. Maybe revisit the feud later. I think there's a good possibility Becky could be the one to take the title back off of Shayna, down the line.
Yes, there was a botch or two in that tag match.
Keep her off TV for a while, let Shayna defend against every other woman in the roster, and lose. And win. Have everybody else lose. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Becky needs to go to NXT and train there. She's not that good of a wrestler.
Elijah, I'm not even going to comment on that. So, Aleister Black. I've never once said she's the best wrestler on the roster. Never once. Does she have one of the best characters? Yes. Is she good at getting herself over? Yes. Has she had one of the best years that any wrestler has seen in some time? Yes. But I never once said she was the best wrestler. In fact, I think she's good in the ring. She's better than some of the women they have in the roster, that's for sure.
She's better than a lot of the women they have.
So...
The man gimmick is dead. Yeah.
Well, they can redo it.
Yeah, they need to do something else with that.
I don't know if that's going to change. You folks can want it to change, but I just
Either
don't.
Becky or Charlotte are the only two people that I can see taking the title off of Shayna later down the line.
I think she's got to go
yes.
through everybody, and then Becky. They can keep Becky off TV until they're ready to have,
I think Owens is going to beat Seth just because, if the rumors are true that they're going to take time off.
If the rumors are true.
If the rumors are true that they're going to take time off, then I would say that Owens beats Seth. Aleister's a point where the squash matches don't make him look any better anymore. I hope they have something really well planned for him. Hey!
Probably not. He's fighting Bobby Lashley this weekend.
Jobber today, champion tomorrow. Just watch. That jobber that he wrestled today will be champion tomorrow.
So we get Aleister Black versus a jobber. Of course, we knew Black was going to win. Who cares? We then get Kevin Owens and the Street Profits versus Seth, Garza, and what is supposed to be Andrade. Zelina Vega comes out. She says Andrade can't compete. He has messed up ribs. So she brings out Austin Theory to take his place. The Street Profits and Kevin Owens end up getting the win, and then Seth stomps Kevin's head into the mat after. Kevin Owens gets on the mic and cuts a really good promo, actually.
I think the Black Lashley match would be a lot better if they would have kind of built it up.
Mm-hmm.
But just throwing it together and saying, here, these two are going to wrestle. I think it'll probably be a good match. I just wish, and I understand circumstances and things like that have messed things up.
Mm-hmm. But
just throwing them together without some sort of build-up's just kind of, okay. I guess I'll take time off from Raw. I can't stand Shayna. I will catch up on Manifest till Becky returns, so forget all you toxic Bex haters. What are the guys' names from the Street Profits?
Montez.
Ford.
And Angelo.
Dawkins.
Alright. R.I.P. to the skinny Street Profits back. He didn't know his name, so he called him the skinny Street Profits. Oh, that's funny, man. So Kevin cuts a promo after. He says, I think you kicked some sense into me. No pun intended. Last Monday you said you've never trained here, but you built this place. I heard from the moment you stepped foot into that warehouse in Tampa you said you trained in, no one could stand you because you ran your mouth and you said you knew everything. And you did this and you did that and you were a nuisance, okay? I am well aware of my past and how, I was not so great either, okay? Never said I was. But the difference in you and me is I'm not delusional, Okay? You are. You're very delusional. Obviously, after what you said last... You're delusional. You talked about all these moments that you've had in Mania. You call yourself a god, and you called me a disappointment. While I may not have had all the moments you've had, I've done many other things. I've held the Intercontinental title many times. I've held the U.S. title several times. And I've been Universal Champion. And I was Universal Champion way before you were. So, take that.
That's what happens when you don't have a chance to work with somebody.
And you need to be honest with yourself here, Seth, okay? Come Saturday, when you and I get into the ring, my past doesn't matter. Your past doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is it's you versus me. I will prove you are not a prophet, you are not a messiah, and you are not a god. I will be the one to burn it down.
Is Andrade on drugs or something? So many questions. That is a good question.
So, this is a good promo, man.
Yes.
I thought it was a good promo.
I don't know. What is with Andrade?
He was suspended and then he had a rib injury. He screwed up his ribs.
Oh. That's what happens when you're on drugs.
I don't know what it was from. Probably from last week's match that he had.
Yeah.
He messed up his ribs.
Someone kicked him too hard.
Probably.
I don't wish an injury on Andrade, but if this isn't an actual injury, he might get kicked out. Yes.
So, yes.
I'm now in quarantine as of 5 today, along with the whole state of North Carolina. Anyone got any ideas how not to be bored? How long are you in quarantine, James? How long did they tell you guys that you're in quarantine? This might be a sleeper match or Sammy versus Brian. Yeah, Brian's not going to be there, though, is he?
They're having the match. They said today they're having the match.
Well, that's weird.
See, I don't know what's going on because
Brian, I thought they said Brian wouldn't be there.
Who knows?
If Seth does lose, what's going to happen to AOP and Murphy?
Well, the one, Razor, I believe, he just had surgery on something in his arm, like a week ago. Because he tore something a couple weeks ago on Raw.
They're always injured.
They just came back from an injury. It sucks for them, man, because they're a really good tag team. But, like, they just, it's like, I don't know what to do with them. So, AOP, one of them is injured, so they're probably not going to be using them for a while. Murphy's probably just going to stay home and do TikTok videos, I guess, because that's what he's been doing as of late.
Yeah.
He could probably make more of a killing off of that than, wrestling.
14 days isn't long, James. You could be like Virginia, where they're like supposed to stay until May 10th or something like that.
I've been reading books. Books are cool.
And that, or you could be like Tennessee, where their governor came out and said it's a shelter at home, a soft shelter at home or something like that. And
what does that mean?
Then he said, well, you can go out and exercise and do everything you would normally do, just keep your distance.
Which isn't really sheltering at home. But okay.
Did you just say Murphy is doing TikTok videos?
Yeah, I saw one on Twitter earlier. He said, while I'm not on the road, I'm going to learn something new. He said, I'm going to learn how to skateboard. And he goes, all right, let's do this. And then it cuts to him throwing the skateboard into a tree because he couldn't figure it out. And it was really funny.
If you had to choose 2 people to win the NXT Women's Ladder match, who would you choose?
Dakota.
Yeah.
I'm 25 and I'm too old. TikTok. That's funny. So, yeah, I thought it was a good promo on...
Benoit and Eddie were great.
I thought it was a good promo on Kevin Owens'
I'm too old for TikTok.
Murphy's 31. Yeah.
Are you making fun of TikTok?
I think he is.
I'm kidding. I don't do TikTok.
I don't either. But apparently all the cool kids nowadays are. So, you got me. So we then get Edge. Edge says, Randy.
That's cool. I'm starting to learn how to speak some Spanish. I've been baking a lot more.
I like baking.
What do you make, a little
cool.
fettuccine?
I made blueberry muffins the other day. They're delicious. They are now gone, but they were delicious.
Boom Sound versus DX Chops versus Omega versus
Boom!
Trigger, take my money. Yeah. Awesome, bro.
So we then get Edge. He says, Randy.
This is a good segment.
Randy. You said, I, Adam Copeland, am a junkie for Edge. And you're right. But we're all junkies. And if you're not, well, you probably shouldn't be in this business. Okay? I said you were jealous of me. Okay? I was wrong. You're jealous of my passion. You don't have my passion. The last time Randy Orton had to scratch this feeling of passion was 9 years ago. You listen to the voices in your head. And what did they tell you to do? They told you to make a horrible mistake. You attacked my wife and uttered the names of my little girls. You dug yourself into another hole, Randy. This time, I'm not helping you out. I'm going to push you so far in that you never get out of this hole. Boom, mic drop. That was it. Woo!
That's pretty awesome.
It was really good. I was sitting there. He goes, you dug yourself into another hole. And I said, say it, say it, say it. Say you're going to push him into the hole.
She did.
Do it. And then he said, this time I'm not helping you out. And I said, say it, say it. It's a missed opportunity if you don't.
Club is here.
Say it. And then he said, I'm going to push you so far into the hole that you never come out. And I said, ah! He said it. And it was epic.
It was epic.
It was so good. And I was like, Edge really does have the passion for this, man. It's so, nobody has passion like he does. He has a passion for this business, and it's just insane. And I'm really excited for the Last Man Standing match too, because I think it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real fun, and it's gonna be epic.
Hey, thanks for the hosts.
It's gonna be epic.
What do you say? Boom, boom. Samoa Joe is coming back. Yeah, I think he might. What kind of pasta you making there, little fettuccine? My wife is half Russian and Polish. She taught me she's a nurse on the front lines taking care of the COVID-19 patients. Awesome, James.
I could make a
Hopefully she stays safe, man.
Horrible joke.
Appreciate everything she's doing.
I could make a really horrible joke about pasta and little fettuccine, but I'm not going to.
Yes.
So, Randy's winning, right? I don't know. I think that's a tough one because I would love to see Edge win this match. I think if this is his first match back,
don't you have to have Edge win?
Which it is. I think he has to win because
I'm trying. It doesn't work out very often.
You have to.
I try to keep her in line.
I think you have to. Edge has to win.
I think Edge has to win. What I will do, Gleen, for Samoa Joe is have vignettes to show us he's coming back, but WWE is lazy these days. I don't know what I'm watching anymore. WWE is slowly dying soon.
I'm 50-50 on this one. It could be either of them, really. They kill Edge off. No, they can't kill Edge off. That'd be stupid. If he can come back and wrestle, use him. You know?
Yes.
Don't kill him off.
No, I don't think... He didn't come back just to get taken out again, did he?
No, I hope not.
I wouldn't think so. I can't see them him coming back
just to be killed off.
Just to get destroyed.
You know, that would suck.
Yeah.
So we then get Asuka versus Caden Carter.
I hope it delivers too.
Asuka versus Caden Carter was pretty much a squash match. It was just, to put Asuka out there and tell us that they're defending their tag team titles this weekend. We then get Brock versus Ray from Survivor Series. Didn't need to see this match again. I really thought Ray was going to win it the first time. Didn't need to see Ray lose it, the second time.
I'm glad we saw this match. I was pretty excited about it.
Me too. I don't care. Didn't do anything for
it was awesome.
What did this even tie into?
I hated it just the second time as much as I hated it the first time.
tie into anything. Like, at least with the match that they played earlier, it made sense to play it. You know? Because that's what they were talking about. But, like...
Maybe it was just to show that Brock can destroy anybody.
It doesn't make any sense.
Edge
Of
made,
course,
like,
anybody
a
can
lot,
destroy Rey
unless
Mysterio.
himself get killed.
I
I
could
know,
destroy Rey Mysterio, okay?
That'd be interesting if they did that. But I can't see that happening, though. I don't think you come back just for that. I heard Beth is coming back to the ring. Possible.
I don't know, man.
That'd be interesting. Gleen back then, no phones, just old movies, Mario games, and play half notes. Now TikTok and rainbow hair color for me. Boring show. That's funny.
I don't know, man. Rey should have won that match. I don't care if Brock snatched the belt back. We get it. Rey's old now. I don't know, man. Rey should have won that match. That's what should have happened, but it didn't. Dominic or something. Like, just, I don't know. Favoritism plays a part. Taker wanted Brock to end his streak.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Well, then they should have waited. They should have waited until Taker was going to be like, this is my last match.
Yeah. Should have been like his last match. Randy Orton of Florida Laws. Thanks for fetishes in the whole world.
So, Brock comes out. Heyman says, hate to be the one to pull back the curtain, but I'm going to. They call this the Go Home segment on the Go Home Raw before WrestleMania. This year, Drew McIntyre has truly stepped up. Why? Because Drew McIntyre is special compared to the guy on the street. He's special compared to the dumbass in the gym who says, I can do that WWE stuff. No, you can't. Drew McIntyre can. Drew McIntyre is special like a man named The Rock, who Brock Lesnar beat. And so did a man named Hulk Hogan. He was also special. He also got beat.
No observing stuff. No, it can't happen.
And then a man named John Cena was special once. And he also got beat. Every single person who has stood face to face with Brock Lesnar has been beaten down and pulverized. And Drew McIntyre is going to suffer the same fate.
So did you make your ravioli from, like, scratch? Or did you, like, buy the ravioli, like, frozen?
And that was the extent of this promo.
Yeah.
The best part of this entire thing wasn't even on the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Because
Orton beats Edge, and Edge becomes Orton's manager or his quiet friend who will help him beat up his opponent. No, I don't like that. I can't see that. Especially with the way they built this up, that Edge and Orton just hate each other right now.
I don't think it will, but WWE has to be unpredictable. So,
when was WWE unpredictable? It's been a long time since they've been unpredictable.
Yeah. Long time.
I like how Paul put over Rock and his opponent at the same time. Yes.
I mean, it was a good promo. And it was cool. You know.
Yeah.
So like I said, the best part of the segment wasn't even on the show. So there was a point in this promo where I think Heyman said goddamn is what he said. And they bleeped it out. And we were like, what? And then you were talking to Mom and you were like, well, they said bitch and they said shit on it earlier and because Kevin Owens did. And so like, why did they bleep that out? And then my little sister was standing in the doorway. What is she, 8? She's 8 years old. And she's standing in the doorway and she goes, did you just say shit? And Mom goes, what? And it was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. I just fell on the floor dying laughing. And she's just like standing there like, well? And we're like, what? Why did you say that? And it was the funniest thing.
Oh, look, observing says it pissing me off and got tagged.
It was the funniest thing.
But you put badass and it doesn't do anything.
Funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. that's what made this segment so much better. It wasn't even the fact that it was a good segment. It was my sister. That's what made it real funny.
I personally didn't predict them pissing me off. That's the night I found this channel. Well, maybe it was good they pissed you off. That way you came in and
you came to see
check
us.
This out.
Hey man, I mean we'll take it.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny? Seth Rollins said himself he didn't like the Hell in a Cell thing.
Yeah.
He said that was not good.
Sorry, Streamlabs. Now if Streamlabs comes up and says thank you.
Crap. Broken English, but you yet it. I type fast.
Yeah.
LOL. See, even there.
Yeah, it's okay.
I yet it.
I yet it too. I 100% yet it.
At least he didn't say I yeet it.
And now we got Elijah typing observing staff.
Man.
LOL observing staff. You get just screwed. Maybe can say it. You can't. Maybe portfolio. Yada yeet.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, that was Raw, man. Yep, I'm a piece of work. So that was Raw. It was epic, man. Real funny stuff. So yes, I'm trying to back out of this. There we go. So somebody asked, oh my goodness. Somebody asked what the WrestleMania card looks like as it stands. So we found out yesterday, I think. Each night of WrestleMania is going to be 3 hours and 15 minutes long, supposedly, from what I saw. So the matches we have announced thus far, hopefully we don't have any more announced, otherwise each show is not going to be 3 hours and 15 minutes long, it's going to be 47 hours long.
Yeah.
And so we have Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Which, pause right there. They showed a graphic.
Is there kickoff matches?
They showed the graphic, and they were still talking about Roman versus Goldberg like it's happening. And I'm like, What?
Montez Ford fell hard. Worse than Kofi missing the trust fall.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening with the Roman Goldberg match. If it happens, okay. If it's not happening, well then shouldn't you, tell us?
Yeah, you would think so.
So, whatevs. We then have Becky versus Shayna for the Raw Women's Championship. John Cena versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt in a singles match right now. But that's probably going to be changed to a Firefly Funhouse match, which could be fun. Super excited for that one. We have Bayley versus Lacey Evans versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks versus Tamina in a fatal 5-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I'm pretty excited about that.
You said that the other day when we talked about this.
I know.
The Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a Boneyard match. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. The Miz and John Morrison versus The New Day versus the Usos in a triple threat ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Elias versus King Corbin. Edge versus Randy Orton in a Last Man Standing match. Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. The Kabuki Warriors versus Bliss and Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And Otis versus Dolph.
It could be they could have a kickoff show just out of the blue and just say, okay, it's our kickoff show and here's our matches. Rumor is that Kane is going to help AJ win over The Undertaker, and at Mania 37 in LA, it will be Taker and Kane's last match. That'd be cool.
So what? Are they going to have 8 matches on each show? There's 16 matches announced, so are they going to divide it up and do 8 matches on each?
Yeah. Too bad Lucha House Party isn't in the tag match.
That's funny.
If Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn happened on the pre-show, yeah, Daniel has got to go to AEW. He'll be used better there. I think a lot of wrestlers would be used better in AEW. And they don't even have to, like I said, they don't have to be the main event guys.
Oh, they can make a new match on WrestleMania.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. They might be like, well, we need a match on the kickoff show, so let's just throw together another
Yeah, let's just put this match together.
Mm-hmm. I am expecting the Street Profits. Maybe not. I was going to say I'm expecting the Street Profits and Austin Theory and Garza match to go on the kickoff show, but they also could put the Aleister Black Bobby Lashley match on the kickoff show, which would suck for Aleister Black because he doesn't deserve to be on the kickoff show, but like whatever. Or they could put the Elias and King Corbin match on the kickoff show. With our luck, it'll be Otis and Dolph that's on the kickoff show.
How do you feel about AJ Styles versus Taker? No, see, help Taker beat AJ and AJ get buried and AJ comes back to his TNA evil ways look. Now, that wouldn't be bad. It'd be interesting.
Bobby Lashley Black versus Lashley.
By the way, to answer your question, Elijah, for AEW, I would say that Darby Allin will be your first mid-card title.
Well, it's the TNT Championship.
Whatever.
I don't know if it's a mid-card title.
Whatever.
But I would also agree with that.
Black versus Lashley and Elias versus Corbin, kickoff worthy.
Totally. I think they're probably going to be 2 matches on the kickoff each. And so I would say...
I think Lashley deserves better, but they don't book him very well, so it's kind of...
I would say... I would say the two matches that are going to be on night 1, or night 2, I mean, whatever, but the 4 matches that are going to be on the kickoff show...
There will be matches on the first night
would be
and the second night. Just so everybody understands that.
Be...
So on Saturday there will be matches, and then on Sunday there will be matches. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I'm trying... I think there's going to be 2 matches on per pre-show.
Some wrestlers need to learn to call it quits after a certain age. It's
so
cool how they're in better shape than me at the age of 80, but enough is enough.
So...
Them being 80, not me.
I would say there's going to be 2 matches.
So you're saying you just feel like you're 80 observing stuff? Is that what you're saying?
Probably. I would say there's going to be 2 matches per kickoff show, which would mean there'd be 4. And I'm going to say Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley are the first one. Elias and Corbin are going to be the second one. I think Otis and Dolph is going on the kickoff show, unfortunately. And I think the Women's Tag Team Championships are going to be put on the kickoff show, too. Because they have been on the kickoff show before. And I think they will be again.
Special geriatric matches 80 years olds have them at each other. That'd be cool.
So...
Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. For the geriatric title.
So, is Becky on Saturday night or Sunday night? From what I heard, I'm pretty sure she's on Saturday.
Yes.
You think?
Main eventing Saturday night. Ultimate Warrior versus Brutus Beefcake. Yes. The ghost of the Ultimate Warrior. Versus Brutus Beefcake.
So,
Is Becky on Saturday? Oh, I already read that.
I already answered it.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw predictions out there real quick while we're here?
Yeah, I'll throw my predictions out there.
Okay. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose.
Yes. All right. Rhea Ripley will win.
Rhea versus Charlotte. I think Rhea has to win. If Charlotte wins, I'm going to be a little upset.
Drew's going to win. I can't do half the things Undertaker does now.
Drew versus
off the top rope.
Brock. Drew versus Brock. I think Drew has to win, but I will not be shocked if they have Brock retain just to have Drew get his big moment in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
Yeah. I
think Drew needs to win. So I'm taking Drew.
Yes.
Goldberg versus not Roman Reigns.
I'm going to say Goldberg.
Because I don't care who Goldberg's fighting. He's not dropping the title unless it's Roman. Becky versus Shayna. Shayna. Yeah,
I'm taking Shayna. Oh, God, remember Young. She was in amazing shape not to die getting slammed by Roman.
John Cena.
Moolah is kind of the same way, though.
John Cena versus The Fiend. I think you have to have Bray Wyatt win.
AEW tournament is an 8-man. Okay, Jericho, Matt Hardy, MJF, Lance Archer, Luchasaurus, Pac, Pentagon Dark, Shawn Spears, Jim Havoc. Are those the actual 8 men that are in it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No, don't have Jericho in it. Not for a mid-card title. Goldberg better not win. I think he's going to.
John Cena versus The Fiend. I think you need to have Bray Wyatt win, but I will not be shocked if John Cena wins.
Yeah.
But I think if it's a Funhouse match, I think The Fiend almost has to win, right? Because it's like his Funhouse.
The Fiend.
right? Shouldn't he win the Funhouse match?
Yeah. No, Cena. The Fiend isn't losing to Cena.
I won't be shocked if
Shayna wins by
he
Ronda's
does.
help. It's a little hard for Ronda to help when she's in Los Angeles or California, wherever she's at.
We then have Bayley versus Lacey versus Naomi.
How are these people getting to the are they like flying private jet, or how are they getting to the...
I don't know. Maybe they're all just staying in Florida right now. I don't know. I mean, some of them do live around there. But I don't know.
Cena can't win because grown men like to make death threats over fictional battles.
So Bayley versus Lacey versus Naomi versus Sasha versus Tamina. This is a tough one.
Sammy Guevara will be okay.
Sammy Guevara is your pick for this one?
No, that's I'm answering.
I was gonna say Sammy Guevara is not even in this match.
I'm gonna take Sammy Guevara in that match
for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yes, Sammy Guevara is gonna win the SmackDown Women's title.
I'm gonna say Sasha.
I'm gonna say Bayley, but Sasha does something to kind of split everything up.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Sorry. My other choice would be Bayley, I suppose, and then after that...
I am not excited for the match just because I hate championship
Tamina's gonna shock the world. Just wait.
I hate title matches with 5 people.
I won't be... Honestly, I'm okay with any one of these women winning the title, in all honesty. Like, even Tamina, because after what she did last week, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yes.
I feel like what she did wasn't a lot, but it was very impactful. And if she wins the title, I will not be shocked.
Yes.
Or if she makes it to, like, the final 2, I will not be shocked. And I think it could be fun.
I wouldn't be shocked if any of them won it.
You know, I think...
Tamina needs bleach.
I think that could be a fun way to do it, is have Tamina take out everybody, and it's going to come down to Bayley and Sasha and Tamina. Tamina ends up taking out Sasha, and Bayley doesn't do anything to save her, which then causes Sasha to be all like,
I think Bayley
what the
wins,
heck,
but I think that
Bayley?
we start to see the split between Sasha and Bayley.
And then that could lead to Sasha maybe attacking Bayley before she leaves, which then causes Tamina to take the title off of her, which then could do Bayley versus Sasha in a non-title feud. And Tamina walks out the champion. It's just a thought. I'm just saying. But I'm going to take Sasha for this one. But like I said, I'm cool with any of them. I'm cool with Bayley walking out champ. I'm cool with Lacey walking out champ. I'm cool with Naomi walking out champ. I'm cool with Sasha walking out champ.
You don't care if Tamina wins.
And I'm cool with Tamina walking out champ.
Turn face. It's working. You're tricking me.
So we then have Undertaker versus AJ Styles in the Boneyard match.
Bayley as a heel hasn't worked. I think she's gotten better at it.
Guys, this match.
Tamina versus Nia Jax. That'd be interesting.
Taker. I'm going to take Undertaker.
I'm going to take...
I think Undertaker needs to win this match.
I'm going to take Styles.
I'm okay with either, honestly. I'm just excited
I
to
think
see the match.
Taker's going to win.
But you're taking AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
I would like to see Vince do commentary for one of the matches for Mania.
Oh my goodness, takes you back to
That'd be
WrestleMania, whatever.
Can we see Bo Dallas help Bray Wyatt?
Maybe. 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 I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So we have Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. I think Kevin Owens is going to win. How about you?
Yeah.
I think Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens is going to win.
I think... I'm going to go with Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened in the Mania 6 review? We started watching it today. We are going to do it sometime later this week.
Yeah. We have been watching it.
Yeah, we started watching it today before Raw, and we got about a quarter of the way through. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's been good this far.
Yeah.
I've liked it. But I'll share further thoughts.
We are working on Mania 6.
Yes, we are.
We are thinking about doing it Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
Because, yeah, Wednesday's the...
Because the Wednesday is actually the 30th
anniversary of it.
The, of that particular Mania.
Google claims Tamina's 5'9", but she looks taller than Nia Jax, 6 foot in some pics. I don't know, man.
I have to watch it.
Does Taker need the win? Honestly, I think AJ can benefit from it. Plus, he's an active performer. I don't know. I think based on the way the feud has gone, I feel like Undertaker should win. You know, if AJ wins, I mean, whatever. I'll be cool with it. I'm just glad to see the match.
Later, little fettuccine. Have a good evening.
Yes.
Stay safe, man.
Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. I think Kevin Owens is gonna win. Miz and Morrison versus New Day versus the Usos. I think the Usos are walking out with the tag team championships.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I agree.
Because I think Miz and Morrison are splitting, and then they're gonna have a match at SummerSlam.
I think so too.
Obviously, if SummerSlam happens.
Yes.
Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Angel Garza. I don't believe they're dropping the titles to Theory and Garza.
No. Not happening.
Just gonna take a wild guess here, and...
If they do, it's the dumbest move ever.
Yep.
WrestleMania 17 watch-along, Gleen. We'll have to look into it.
If we're talking about old things, Ric Flair should have passed the Nature Boy torch down to someone else.
You are correct, he did.
Took it from Buddy Rogers. Oh, my stream is behind, my bad. That's okay.
I think the Nature Boy should be passed on. He should have passed it on to Charlotte.
I don't like that.
And call her Nature Boy.
I don't like that.
Why not?
Because it's stupid.
I fixed it now. Alright, cool. You caught him now observing stuff?
It's a dumb idea, and I want Charlotte to be her own person.
I think they should just call
Not
her the Nature Boy.
Not a shadow of...
The Nature Boy, Charlotte Flair.
No. So we then get
Alice.
Alice...
Theory just skips Takeover, went straight to Mania, LOL, and he's only 22. Yes!
I know! It's like, what? This guy was being beat. He got beat this week by Tyler Breeze.
No.
He got beat last week by Tyler Breeze.
I think probably...
On NXT.
Here's what I
And
think
this
they did.
guy was just shot straight to being in a tag team title match?
I think they just drew a straw out of a hat. Or they said, hey, who can be at the Performance Center for WrestleMania? And he went, oh, I can.
Like, honestly, though, you can't get any more random than that.
And
So,
Becky took it from Flair.
we have Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. I'm going to say Bobby Lashley's not winning.
I'm going to say, yeah.
We then have Elias versus King Corbin. I'm going to say Elias isn't winning this match.
He stepped out of the way on purpose. He was hoping to get the title.
So, Elias and King Corbin. Well, I mean, I won't be shocked if Elias wins the match based on the way they ended things last week. With him going through the floor. But I'm still going to go with Corbin.
Yeah.
We have Edge versus Randy Orton. I think Edge has to win.
I think Edge wins.
Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship. I think Sami Zayn walks out with the title.
Yeah, I think Sami Zayn.
I think he retains.
I think probably will lose.
I think there's a good chance that Daniel Bryan wins. But I also think there could be a good possibility that Drew Gulak turns on him.
Yeah.
And ends up joining Sami. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Kabuki Warriors versus Bliss and Cross.
Yes, I believe they were all taped. I think they did all of them last week. Which is kind of odd because they talked about SmackDown being live.
I think it'd be stupid to take the titles off the Kabuki Warriors, but I think there's a good chance that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross walk out with the titles. Unfortunately.
I think so too. Just based on what they've been doing with Asuka recently.
Otis versus Dolph in a match. I think it ends in DQ. I don't think there's a winner.
Yeah.
Because I think they're just going to fight to...
I agree. Asuka and Kairi, they'd be better off out of this division.
I think Otis and Dolph are just gonna fight each other to a pulp.
I think so too.
And Mandy's gonna be all like, stop! And then one of them is gonna accidentally hit Mandy, and then they're both gonna be all like, see what you did, see what you did, see what you did, see what you did, see what you did. This is your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault.
So Sarah face turn would be cool.
And then that's when they should have Sonya come out and go,
I don't think Alexa
no,
turns on
it was
Nikki
my
now.
fault.
I think if she's gonna turn, they have to do it when they're champions.
That's the way I foresee Dolph versus Otis going down.
Yeah.
There's no winner.
No, I don't think there's gonna be a winner.
Yeah. That's that, folks.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Tuesday.
How do wrestlers communicate with language barriers? Carrie got hurt one time allegedly, but she couldn't communicate her pain, so she just screamed for Asuka. Kind of sad. Yeah, I don't know. I saw was it one of those, something on WWE Network where they talked about that. I think it was on WWE Network.
I have no idea.
And they talked about like the whole communication thing and how sometimes they can figure it out just based on how they're reacting. Ziggler wins and Tucker turns heel. That'd be interesting.
A heel Otis will never work.
No. I don't think so either. Heel Otis cannot work. Alright guys, I think that that's pretty much it. We will be back Wednesday. We do have a plan. We do have WrestleMania 6 throwback. If the shows are bad, we'll talk about WrestleMania 6. I guess whatever country they're in, they learn certain words. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. They just know from working with each other and how they're reacting and things. I think it probably how they work it out. WrestleMania 6, we will have that. We will also talk about Dark Side of the Ring on Wednesday. TNT title tournament is happening for AEW, by the way. Yes, look forward to it. See what happens. I'll be here Wednesday. Awesome observing stuff. Are you ready for AEW and NXT, Maven? This is something you don't want to miss. Yes, we are ready. But we have backup plans if it doesn't work out. If AEW is still going, they'll probably have a good show. Yes. I agree. They haven't put on a bad show yet, even with nobody in the arena.
Yep.
In fact, they've kind of made fun of it and everything. Hey, you stay safe too, James. Tell your wife thank you for everything she does.
Yes. So, I think that's it, guys.
All right. We are out of here. Peace out, everybody. You guys have a good one. Stay safe. Stay at home. Don't be the clown that goes out and does stupid stuff and hangs out with your buddies, because there are people out there that can get really sick from this and, potentially die. Stay safe.
Well, that's a nice note to end on, folks. We'll see y'all Wednesday. All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.